Is a three-way race emerging in the Quebec election? A new Pallas poll commissioned by Quebec 125 and L'Actualité suggests maybe. Philippe J. Fournier is a polling analyst and runs QC 125. Very good to see you.
Good evening, Deborah.
Listen, this is a very interesting poll. Are we starting to see perhaps the beginnings of a Christine Fréchette effect here?
Something that seemed completely implausible just 1 month ago seems to be emerging. We have new numbers from Pallas, as you mentioned, and look at the provincial-wide race. We have the Parti Québécois at 29%, stable from last month. The Quebec Liberals are hurting, losing 4 points in the past 4 months. But look at the CAQ jumping 5 points. This is well beyond the poll's margin of error, and it kind of fits with the other polling that we have seen of late. And so the CAQ seems to be back. It's still far from the top, but it seems to be picking up, especially among francophones. If we look at the numbers, Deborah, with francophones, we see the Parti Québécois is still leading, 35%, 13 points ahead of CAQ, but look at this here, 4 points rise in 1 month for the CAQ among francophones. The Liberals are at 20% in third place, and this 13-point gap is comfortable for the PQ. But that 35 number used to be 45 just months ago. And so now it seems much closer, and so it can't be comfortable for the Parti Québécois.
Yeah, and there are other shifts as well with other groups too.
Absolutely. So we look at two demographics from this sample, from this poll. We have among women, look at the race, 29% for the Parti Québécois, 26% for the Liberals, down 7 points for the Liberals. And again, the CAQ up 9 points. This is reminiscent of during the pandemic when Monsieur Legault was premier. He was polling very well among women. And it was also polling very well among the older voters, 65 and older. And if we look at that chart, look at this. CAQ is back. It's a three-way race between the CAQ, the Parti Québécois, and the Liberals, +9 in 1 month among older voters. So this is definitely something to watch for in the coming weeks.
So it looks like the CAQ is pulling support from the Liberals. How does all this set up then in the National Assembly?
Well, if we look at the numbers we have, before we have the premier numbers, right? The best premier numbers in the polling, we have Monsieur Plamondon is in first place with 25%. It's not that great of a number, but it's still first place. Look at Christine Fréchette up 8 points in 1 month. Monsieur Milliard has lost 6 points in this polling. Again, we compare to the previous Pallas poll, which was fielded in April. And if we look at what it would create, what kind of National Assembly those numbers would create, we have the Parti Québécois still favored, but outside of the majority territory, 62 seats on average, just below that line. We have the Quebec Liberals at 42 seats on average, the Conservatives at 11, the Québec Solidaire at 6, and that number here used to be 0, and now it's 4 with the upper bracket goes to 10 seats. And so this is something to watch. The numbers are moving. Now the question is the CAQ going to go forward and keep moving up in the coming weeks?
Yeah, for now they're saving a few pieces of furniture. We'll see if they can get a whole room together.
That's correct.
All right, and just in terms of this race, it is shaping up to be something we haven't seen in an election campaign in a long time.
There is no precedent for numbers like this since at least my lifetime, and I'm pretty sure yours as well. We haven't had 5 parties competing for seats in the National Assembly, and right now there's only 20 points between first place and 5th place. So yes, the next few months in Quebec politics will be fascinating.
Still a few months before it even kicks off.
That's right.
The campaign officially. Philippe J. Fournier, thank you so much.
Thank you, Deborah.